Good morning. Welcome to episode 2 of Sakura QuestFast, the gathering of the 5 champions. I am ADR Director Caitlin Glass. Joining me today will be Alexis Tipton, the voice of Yoshino, and Aaron Roberts, the voice of Mino. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Cheers to episode 2. All right, kids. Go live. Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 2 of Sakura QuestFast. Joining me today, as last week, is the lovely Alexis Tipton, who plays Yoshino, and the dashingly handsome Aaron Roberts, who plays Mino. So without further ado, we're going to start the episode. Remember, if you see us looking off to this camera or this camera, there are more cameras. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're filming this whole thing to make YouTube episodes that you can watch later. So, let's do it. Sakura Quest.
Hooray.
You've seen episode 1. Have you seen episode 1?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I watched it last night.
Aaron did his homework, you guys.
I did. And I was like, oh wow, this show is really good. This is great. Yeah, I don't know. It's got a really interesting cinematic feel to me because there's moments where like there's a lot of storytelling that's done through just music and images and like people, sharing moments with each other. Yeah, feels pretty cinematic to me.
I love it. I love this show.
I think this is the most slice of life show that I've ever done without some sort of pervy element. Like, she's a girl in love with her teacher. Like, this is like straight up, like, just good people trying to like find their way through life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, this production company has a whole line of shows that are all about just the workplace.
Yeah.
And so this one is about...
And they don't even like try to sneak in fan service. Like there's no like the wind blowing up someone's skirt or like no nosebleeds, like nothing. So
Yeah.
It's amazing. Usually they try to sneak in like something.
So, I mean, everybody's like beautiful, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy in some later episodes that I've seen just the variety of character types and body types and ages that they present in the show. It's not everybody is just like a super stacked 13-year-old.
Hello. So yeah, someone said that the commercial in this episode was the best part.
Spoilers!
Oh my
Gosh, no, that's at the end. A lot of y'all tuning in.
Spoilers.
A lot of you guys tuning in have maybe already seen the episode last night, so now you get to comment on it. And I have your questions, so let me... Oh, wait, first we gotta talk about what mugs we brought this week.
Mine's kind of tricky because the face is actually on the handle.
It's every week we're gonna sing a Disney song.
Yeah, I have a ridiculous Disney mug collection, so I'll probably have a different one every time I'm on here.
I borrowed this mug from my husband. I bought it for him for Christmas. It's a French Bulldog mug because we have 2 French Bulldogs.
I like the shape.
And mine is a gift from a lady friend.
Oh my.
My love. It says, "Good morning, handsome." This is the first time I've ever used it. Because I'm worried that if I wash it, the thing will fall off. But I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, the thing it's gonna fall off?
I don't know. Like, 'cause these
the
are
writing?
always really flimsy and they come off the dishwasher.
Okay, but you could put like pens in it at home, like on your desk.
I could. That's
Caitlin,
also
I don't
true.
use pens.
Come on. I don't read or write.
What is antiquated instrument?
In this digital age, who uses a pen?
When I'm in the booth, I just
Here's
have...
Aaron. Shut up, let's show Aaron. Oh, we missed him. I was going to turn the camera around so you could see it. Oh, well. You already said your famous line, your big line of the episode.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like Mino is a vegetarian. He's highly intelligent and doesn't have a lot of aggressive tendencies. So I imagine that like his idea of a great time on Saturday night is staying at home and making goat milk ice cream.
What a
Sounds
catch.
delicious.
Right?
What a catch. I'm moving to Manoyama.
He sounds safe. He sounds really safe.
The other side of the coin is that he also smells like curried lentils.
Oh!
That's the bad part. And just like sesame seeds.
Okay. Let's answer some questions.
Cool.
Essential oils. It's trying to hide the smell.
Let's see. You guys sent in some great questions. This one comes from DJ. Hello, DJ.
Hello, DJ.
Actually, it says from Nintwindo, but the email address said DJ, so I hope I didn't just give away your secret identity and now you've lost your powers.
That's it.
But
No more random comments on YouTube.
no. Okay, but this person says, when voicing different characters, is it okay to give some of them the same voice, or should they always sound different? Actors, discuss.
I would say that oftentimes, unless you're dealing with a show like One Piece or whatever, where everything's crazy and you're yelling and screaming the whole time, and it's a lot more cartoony, I would say that what they're looking mostly directors for particularly shows like this are like your natural voice, and your character will be determined by breath and intention. So it's not really the same. It's definitely not the same character. It may be close to the same voice because they want to hear your natural voice. But I think it's okay to stay in your natural range and allow the writing and breathing to take care of character.
Yeah, and I completely agree with all of that. Because in anime, you can, and in cartoons in general, like you can animate anything. So we play everything from real people with real life situations that could totally happen in real life to monsters and crazy situations and creatures that don't actually exist and all kinds of things like that. And so I think you need to be able to use different kinds of voices in order to play creatures and characters that have strange vocal tics and like all kinds of different things like that. But there's also plenty of work to be had and plenty of roles to play, I think, for everyone with just our natural voices or some sort of slight variation on our natural voices. And because I think, especially like with a show like this, I think it's, and correct me if I'm wrong because you're the director, but obviously we want to honor the original intention of the Japanese, and so we want to sound in the same range as the Japanese voice actor. But at the same time, it's like, I think it's more important to tell the story, not necessarily put on a character voice. So it's really about building the character through the voice, giving the characters the right personality, giving them the correct intention, conveying what that character would experience as that character via their voice, if that makes sense. I always have felt that the intention was more important than just mimicking the Japanese voice, if that makes sense.
Totally.
But it does need to be like in the same range. Like Yoshino can't sound 2 octaves lower. Like that's just not gonna work. Like But yeah. So.
I would agree. I will not expound upon that further. You guys have done an excellent job. This is a question for Aaron Roberts.
Oh my.
Spotlight.
This question comes from Tiffany, and the question is, what was your reaction when you found out you got the role of Mino in this show and Ned Baxter in Gossick? Oh, cool. Gossick, little show directed by Clifford Chapin. Reaction.
I would say that for this show, I don't know. I'm always really. I haven't had a chance to work with Caitlin all that much, so anytime I do get a chance, I'm always excited. And also like this, like I was saying, this is my first time that I think I've ever done a pure slice of life show that didn't have a pervy edge to it, which is great. And also I enjoy, I don't know, there's a lot of naturalistic opportunities for acting in this show, and that's always great, as opposed to like other like foppish things that I do or screaming or whatever.
Or screaming.
So that's really great. And it's like a lot of subtleties and nuance to be had. And as far as Gossick, like I had no idea what we were working on that day. Meaning this. That
actually happens a lot.
Yeah, most every time now. I always assume that like I never know what I'm going to be doing, and then when I leave Funimation, I always assume that's the last time I'm ever going to work there. So you just never know when things are going to fall apart. Anyway, but Cliff basically said like, hey, I just wanted to I'm basically finding ways to give people parts in this show that were in this show called Dime a Dollar. Just to say I'm sorry. And I was like, great. But that was also really, Ned Baxter's a really great character who he ends up going a little crazy, I guess by the 3rd episode. But I also enjoy playing people that are insane or people that snap, so that's great.
Oh, we got Aaron again. Oh, he's just on screen.
Is Aaron?
He's on screen. I don't think he's talking. No, but you look great.
Fabulous.
Oh, there he is again. He makes the best faces. Here is Sanae, the introduction of Sanae, played by the fabulous Elizabeth Maxwell. Yay. Maybe she'll be on the show at some point. We would love that. Are we good? Can we see everybody?
Get Aaron back in.
Aaron,
I'm too much. Get more Aaron.
Yay, there we go.
Aaron Love.
Yay. Thank you. Here's another question for the room from Diego. He says, what is your favorite Japanese snack or sweet?
Oh.
Snack or sweet?
Snack or sweet? Pocky's a classic. Pocky's really great. I also like the Melty Kiss. They're like those little like square-shaped chocolates.
And they've got that powdery stuff on the outside. Have you had these things?
I have not.
There's a royal milk tea one that is amazing, and there's
I haven't looked out for these things.
They have them at Super H Mart if you ever go there.
I have not been. I need to go so bad.
stop. We're
Karen.
gonna go. We're just gonna stop.
This is leaving.
Cameras.
You messed up,
We're
Aaron.
gonna go to the grocery store.
Right now.
We have snacks to eat.
That'd be a fun Periscope. Go to like Super H Mart or go to Mitsuya because our Mitsuya just opened. Yeah, those are good. In terms of something that's not like a easily purchase like boxed thing. I love their. I'm sure there's a different word for it, but the translation into American palate is it's like a green tea pound cake. It comes in like these loaves, and it's so good. It's really, really good. And like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
I love sweets and I love sugar, but Japanese sweets tend to not have as much
sugar.
Yeah, they're still
So
really
you feel
good.
like you can eat more of it, and it's
like
you're
their
not
take
as
on
guilty.
their take on strawberry shortcake is out of this world. I think it's one of my favorite things.
I love Japanese junk food.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
My favorite thing are they called umaibo? There's a whole show. What's that? Dagashikashi. She's obsessed with them.
Oh.
They're like, it's like a giant Cheeto. Like an individual big puffy Cheeto that comes in a wrapper. And they're flavored like all kinds of different things. But so their basis is like a crunchy corn snack covered in some sort of MSG powder that tastes like anything imaginable.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the Willy Wonka.
it's like this one's chicken curry, this one's cinnamon roll. It's there.
awesome.
Wow.
I love them.
That is awesome.
They're my favorite thing.
We need a still on Caitlin's face right there.
I like seaweed wrapped rice crackers. Which
Yeah,
is
those
dumb,
are good.
but
No, those
yeah.
are good.
Also good. What are people asking us? How do I become a voice actor? Don't do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is a fun one from Maddie. My question for you guys is, which character do you relate to most so far in the season, and why? We're only 2 episodes in, so, recording-wise, we're 5 episodes in, but, you haven't had a chance to see everybody. And she also says, I've enjoyed the first episode so far. Can't wait to watch the next one. The show's amazing. Thanks for your hard work.
Cool.
Aw, thanks,
That's
Maddie.
awesome.
So is there a character in the show, you could say your own character or a different one, that you think you relate to the most?
I don't know, I'm still kind of getting to know everybody. I mean, I guess I would say Yoshino just because I've spent the most time with her. And there are aspects, like, I think we were recording a different episode the other day, and I was joking that I was like, oh my gosh, I relate to Yoshino on a deep spiritual level because she can't draw. She's like so proud of her drawings, and she holds them up, and she's like, this! And I'm like, that is
What is
totally
that?
how I would draw that. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. I would say that I also probably identify with your character the most because I come from not a small town, but Jacksonville, Florida has 1 million people there, but it's still got a small town feel to it. And I always wanted to be in a bigger city, but I could also I don't know, in her shoes, I could also see myself falling in love with a close community of people that love each other. So that I don't know.
Aw, I like that.
I think I relate most to Sanae, which is Elizabeth's character that we're meeting in this episode. Maybe Maki.
Is she the one that does the web design?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because she's like a workaholic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know what that feels like for sure. But then Maki's whole deal with just being kind of burned out on the entertainment industry. I'm not burned out, like I love my job, but I recognize some of her behaviors and feelings in myself. We've been at this for a while. It has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
The other day I got home from work and I'm like, I'm going to quit my job.
No.
My husband's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, thank you, Maddie, for that great question. Diego, we're gonna save that one for later. From Ben Oscar, our friend Ben Oscar.
Oh,
Hi,
hello, Ben.
We love Ben. Have you ever tried manju before? So manju are the little bread buns that poor Yoshino has to sell in this show. Have you ever had manju? We were just talking about Japanese snacks, so.
No, I have not. In fact, this is gonna make me seem completely stupid. But when we recorded that scene, I just assumed that the manju were in the shape of tiny little chupacabras. I had no idea. I thought because we didn't see when recording, I didn't see what was inside the boxes, and I thought they were just like cakey
little
chupacabras.
That's awesome. Have you
Yeah.
ever had manju before?
I don't think so. The manju look like they have red bean in them, and I really don't like red beans. So if I ever had the opportunity, I was probably like, oh no, thank you.
I think maybe I've had them, but I can't remember. So
Yeah.
Are they cakey or are they cookie?
I think it's like bread or some kind of like a hostess type cake.
Yeah.
But the Japanese version, and then it has like red beans inside.
Only like way healthier.
Well, yeah, just consistency, because you don't think of that, and it's not the same as like chocolate birthday cake or something. Yeah. Oh, this is a cool one from Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Japan's commercials are rather infamous for how bizarre they can be. What's the craziest one that you've seen? Or as actors, the craziest commercial you've been in?
Oh, I love that question. That's awesome. Oh, man. Oh, I've seen some weird ones.
I did a show for Todd Haberkorn. He does the show called Oh Talking Heads. It's with Geek and Sundry and the Alpha Network. And part of a game on the show is actually showing Japanese commercials, and the guests have to dub them.
Oh my gosh,
like
that's
you get to see it once, and then you have to come up with. You have no idea. He still doesn't.
That's
he
awesome.
doesn't tell you this is a commercial for hemorrhoid cream or whatever it is. So it's myself and Ezra, and this commercial kept showing different walls or fences, inside, outside, with people's legs sticking out of them. Almost as if they had dove into some kind of hole and then their bodies were stuck with their legs flailing out the back. And I never got to find out what it was even about. It was super weird.
That's crazy.
Sad.
Yeah.
I did it wasn't a commercial, but I did an industrial training video in which they did a parody of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Who are you?
I was Riff Raff.
I can totally see that.
Yeah, you can find it online, and like when I go to cons, like I play it as part of my like Meet Aaron Roberts.
Oh my gosh, I
thing.
bet that's a great icebreaker.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid of me. I played Riff Raff.
Totally, yeah. I have no self-respect left. But yeah, it was Sally Beauty Supply had like a 30th anniversary collection of nail polish that they were trying to push, and it was just like an internal thing. But yeah,
Wow.
Cool.
I did high leg kicks. It's very impressive.
Oh my.
Yep.
Ooh, my.
Speaking of Sally Beauty, this is the part in the episode where Yoshino's uncomfortable with being called beautiful. So they change her thing to say that the relatively pretty, based on individual opinion, queen of our land.
She's like, that makes it worse, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna touch up the photos.
Right?
Yeah.
God.
Back to us, though. You guys aren't here to watch the episode. You can watch it whenever you want. Any other weird commercials that you've been in or seen?
The commercials I've been in have been pretty straightforward.
As you put food in your
There's a
mouth.
bit in my mouth, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm eating. I'm a human being, I eat, sorry.
Save that one.
Yeah, and I know I've seen weird Japanese commercials, but all the ones that are coming to mind are like Thai commercials. Like Taiwanese commercials, because they have really funny and weird ones too. But yeah, I'm sure I've seen really strange ones. I just can't think.
Yeah, I guess I also saw a Japanese commercial with Tommy Lee Jones, who was like some sort of rocket blasting like robot
He
killer
was the
machine.
spokesperson for, it was like a coffee, I think, like a canned coffee.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to say happy birthday to Scott.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So awesome. He wanted us to say anything on my Twitter page. Does this work? Is this good enough, Scott? Happy birthday.
This video will be on your
Yeah,
Twitter,
this
so.
exactly. This is a cool question from Athby, or maybe it's pronounced Atby. I apologize. From this show or other shows we've done in the past, can we think of one that would blend perfectly into the universe of Sakura Quest?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I don't know about my personal career experience, but I would say this village is probably right next to that village from Your Name.
Oh, here's the commercial part that they're all talking about. But so, being that it's slice of life, can you imagine some other show you've been in that fits in with this world really well?
The closest slice of life that I've done, I mean, that wasn't close to this story, but just, had the same kind of easygoing content, I guess, was probably Real Life, minus all the really heavy stuff that happened. But so I can imagine like if they took like a school trip to the country, like these characters would be able to coexist.
Sorry, that was my favorite line.
I love everybody in this show, but Brina is killing it. Like
as Idiko. Oh, that brings up something really important. People might have watched the subtitled version of this show and heard the character's name as Ririko and her nickname as Riri-chan. That is really hard to say. It's even me, I struggled saying that. So whenever her full name is used in the dub, we say the full name, but we shortened the nickname to just Ri-chan because then we can use an American R and not a double tapped R, which can be tricky. Not everybody can do that. And you never know in a show that's 25 episodes who's going to end up in it and who's going to come along that couldn't be able to pronounce the name. Yeah. So, and it wasn't just an arbitrary choice. I went to the translator and asked, what can we do? How can you help me, please? She said, if I had a friend named Ririko, another appropriate name would be Ri-chan. So we just changed it
That's awesome.
to that. And it makes life so much easier. The infamous commercial.
I love this commercial. And all of Leah's reactions are great.
Yeah.
Someone said that they had to give the music for the show a lot of credit, and I think it's amazing.
It does a lot of the work, like you said. It gives it a more cinematic feel.
And maybe it is, but the opening theme song reminds me of there was a Japanese artist named Yona who did a lot of music like in like the 90s, early 2000s. Like the opening theme song sounds just like her style. Like with the piano and like the kind of, like kind of indie folk feel sort of, and I need to look it up and see if it's actually her because the voice sounds very similar.
It's Jerry again.
Jerry! Oh my God!
Yeah, Jerry.
Jerry Jewell is playing music in every anime that he's in.
Jerry Jewell is playing Jerry Jewell. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Mind you were scary, but I'll have one. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
I love Sandal.
I know, we have to find out more about him later. Okay. You're like, questions. Yeah, I did it. That's for me later. BBDDD.
Unlockable bonus video. Oh, midnight.
No, I think we're almost done with all these. The rest I was going to save for the table, some after stuff. So we can just watch and actually finally comment on it. We've had we've been answering so many questions so far.
I think Leah's just playing Leah. It's so great.
Pretty much is.
I love it.
She really is. And it feels a lot like Tia is just playing Tia.
Yeah.
But that's why I like Slice of Life. It feels a lot more like casting for the theater when I'm coming up with folks like who just embodies these parts the best. And now you know what the manju look like.
Yeah.
The little breads.
Now I know. They're no longer in the shape of chupacabras in my mind.
Yeah, they've been stamped with a chupacabra face, which is less impressive than your idea.
Has anyone brought up the fact that that little castle is like a little medieval times in the city?
It does kind of look like that. To me, it looks like a castle inside, like a putt-putt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just imagine like stucco that's cracking and
paint that was, it's like 2 coats too little and it was painted like 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Or like an old... Actually, it reminds me of Six Flags. Like the real Six Flags over Texas. Because I used to work there and there are parts of it that are just so...
crumbling.
Falling apart.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are people pay to be here? A lot of money. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay. Time to wrap it up, you guys.
Oh,
that was fast.
mercy.
I know. Yeah, it helps when the stream doesn't break.
Right, yeah.
Last week the stream broke and we just kept talking.
A
Like
lot.
20 minutes later, like, oh, hey, there's no episode playing. Okay, great. Awesome. Is there any other questions in here that I might have missed? Do we know Megan Emmerich, Josh Greeley, Jeannie, and Eric? We're actually in Jeannie's house right now, Tiffany, so thanks. And we definitely know all of these people. We'll tell them that you said hello. That is for you later. Don't cheat, Alexis.
No,
You're a cheater. Okay, this is a great one. This question also comes from Appy. Second question is, what are things you like about the show that would make you want to talk about it or advertise it? Any chance you get. Any chance.
I don't know. This seems like it seems like an anime for people who may or may not like anime. Because it seems really relatable, and there's no outliers as far as like nosebleeds or
there's no quote unquote weird stuff,
Right.
like people that have never seen anime
Would be like, what is that?
What am I watching?
That face?
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think this would be a good like starter anime for anyone that like had never experienced it, and just everything we've said about it being a slice of life and like more relatable and
I like
good music,
I like
pretty animation.
that the characters are not just teenage kids. Like
Yeah.
all these girls are 20 years old or over, and there's just a wider variety of characters to get into.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you on the internet if they're like so taken by this whole conversation that they want to follow your entire life. or any conventions you're going to. Plug yourself.
The best decision that you could possibly make in your entire life is following me on Instagram at Aaron Roberts. Yes, you can also follow me on Twitter at Aaron Roberts. Yes, and I'm gonna have a booth in the Artist Alley, or I guess a table at the Artist Alley at ACON coming up. And then I'm also heading to Anime Mid-Atlantic and like a bunch of other conventions. I think I'm gonna be somewhere different every weekend through the end of October.
Way to go! That's amazing. How about you, my dear?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter. It's where I'm the most active. It's just Alexis Tipton VA. VA is in voice actress. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's just Alexis Tipton Actress. And my next convention is I will be at Anime Central this upcoming weekend, the 19th through the 21st, I believe. Which is in Chicago. I will also be at ACON, so I'll see you there.
Cool.
And Tokyo and Tulsa later in the summer. And oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the last one. I did this last time.
It's all good.
It's on my website. I put all my convention appearances on my personal website, which is just alexistipton.com. So feel free to go check it out.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I'm Caitlin. You should know my Twitter if you're watching this video right now. It is Caitlin's Voice, or you can find me on Facebook, Caitlin Glass Voice Actor. And that's about it. I will not be at ACON. I will instead be at Anime Festival Orlando. So if you live in Florida, come see me.
We'll be gone.
And come back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel-ish. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. We are now done with the talkback portion of the show, the Periscope part. So we're going to do my favorite part of the show. It's called Finish Your Coffee. Caitlin has to go to work. We've got a few more questions that were excellent, but we left them out at the initial part of the show. So for you, Alexis, this one comes from Patrick, and he says, how would you respond if you were to meet the voice of Choo Choo from the Japanese voice actress from Choo Choo from Show by Rock?
Oh my gosh, I'd be so excited because I've never met a Japanese seiyuu counterpart, like of any character that I've played. Like I've never met the corresponding, never. So the closest thing I've ever done is met some of the Japanese staff on Space Dandy, and so I would love to meet my Japanese counterpart. That would be so much fun. And I love Choo Choo, and I would want to like geek out with her about Show by Rock and the character. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yay! If you hear some little jingling, we have a cat friend in the room.
Kitty! Oh, she's
Her name is Angel. I think she just wants some attention. So we acknowledge you, Angel. You're real. You have feelings. Okay. Let's see. I have one for Aaron. Aaron, this question comes to you from Michelle, if I could find it.
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle says, thanks for your hard work. It's been good to watch so far, and I'm stoked for what's to come. Question for Aaron, what have you learned from Caitlin as a director?
on the spot.
Pressure's on.
I would say the things I learned from Caitlin I take outside of the booth, which are patience and kindness.
Aww.
Really?
No, yeah, but seriously. I think that, I don't know, like Caitlin will, I feel intuitively that she will encourage you to breathe with the character. That you don't have to feel like, I don't know, things have to be perfect, and that you can just, you can react to the character and like live the character's journey.
I agree with that.
I think she's an actor's director, which means that like she knows exactly how it feels to be in the booth or in front of, like on stage or in front of the camera. So having someone on the other side of the glass being able to talk to you in the way that actors talk to one another is really great.
Aw, thank you. That's so nice. Alexis,
Yes.
This comes to you from Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Will you go as a chupacabra for Halloween?
Inquiring
minds want to know.
Oh, if a costume was made available to me, I would totally do it. One thing I would love to have that I think would be great, though, is a chupacabra kigurumi. I would wear the out of that. Yes.
We're keeping these extra features the same rating as the show, folks. I don't care about you at home.
Exactly. I didn't know.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
This question is for both of y'all. Cool. And me too, I guess. It comes from Steven, and essentially he's asking, have you ever been given an unconventional direction to achieve a pretty, I don't know, normal result, but the way the director asks you to do something or the wording they use is kind of out there, but then you actually achieve what they're going for?
I am blanking on the name of the show. I'm sure one of you could help me, but Tia Ballard was directing it, and so I think Damon Mills was playing. No. Greg Ayers was playing someone's armor. He was playing like a suit of armor, and I was playing Lord in the thing, and he was playing my suit of armor. And
is it Chain Chronicle, that most recent show she did?
No. Yeah, it was the one before that. Anyway, but I was like supposed to be calling for my armor, and she said, okay, so call for your armor this time, but call like you're asking your lover. And then I was like, Anyway.
Well, I'm sure that completely changed it.
So you did, because you're a good actor.
It worked out.
I know, working with Tyler Walker, who's a great and really fun director. I think we've all worked with him a lot. We did a little show called Bacano, and normally when characters are being very physical, we just have to fake it because you can't move around, as you know, on the mic too much. You need to stay pretty stationary. But there's this scene where my character Miria and Tatum's character Isaac are in a car going like top speed over a cobblestone road, and they are just bouncing just all over the screen. And so just trying to fake that with your voice, it wasn't working. Tyler actually made me stop what I was doing. I had to like put my hands together, and this was before shake weights existed. But imagine like he made me like shake my entire body.
Wow.
This part. So I was still in front of the mic and I wasn't going to hit anything, but that's what I had to do, like really hard to get the effect of that type of experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Easy.
So he asked me to do it. I did it, and it worked.
I've had directors. I'm sure other things have happened throughout the years, but this is just what came to mind first. I've had several directors give me extremely like graphic descriptions of how they want like pained noises to sound.
Okay.
Like if something happens and it's not painful enough, or like the noise that I make doesn't sound like I'm in enough pain, they'll spin these really horrible situations for me and be like, I want it to sound like that. And I'm like, okay. Like Jerry Jewell, when he was directing me in Blood Sea, the series, not the movie, but the series, Saya is fighting with a monster, and she's not doing so hot, and so she's already like pretty banged up, and she gets like slammed to the ground so hard that she like bounces and like she rolls around. It's like Blood Sea. I mean, it's a very, bloody show. But I wasn't giving him enough pain, I guess, and so he was like, I want you to imagine that as you hit the ground, your open wounds are hitting broken glass, gravel, and lemon juice. And so I was like, oh my god, it's just awful. So I'm like, okay, but that worked, so thanks, Jerry. But yeah, it's amazing. Which kind of back to what you were saying about Caitlin and her directing. That is when it really, really helps to have like a director who is also an actor, because they know how to talk to us and like give us very detailed things to think of to help us. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, this one will be our last question, and I apologize if we did not get to yours. It comes to us from Ben Oscar. Second question from Ben. Have you ever had the same kind of experience as the girls did selling the chupacabra manju? So if you were a Boy Scout or Girl Scout or anything else, you just have too many of them and you gotta get rid of them.
I did a convention down in Austin by the name of Anime Overload. This is back in like 2013. And I did this short film called Slaughter Lily, which is about anime cosplayers that are involved in like a love triangle, and things go bizarre, and there's sword fighting, and it's awesome. It's hilarious. I had somehow convinced myself that I was going to sell hundreds of copies of this DVD at this convention for almost like for nothing. I was going to sell it really cheap, and like bought like the material. I bought like packaging and everything, and printed off everything for like 300 copies of this DVD. And like to this day, I still just have bins of that movie sitting in my closet.
Oh my god.
Oh, we should use them as prizes on this show.
Yeah.
We should.
Speaking of prizes, it's that time. So if you sent us a question, we've got your name here, right here. We're going to let Aaron Roberts, because it's his first time on the show.
Pick a good one.
To choose a name, and this person will get a prize.
It's unnecessary. What I'm doing is unnecessary. Adrian!
Adrian!
What does Adrian win?
Adrian, you win this fantastic picture right here. It's a still from this week's episode.
And we're all going to sign it?
Yes, we'll all sign it and send it to you. So, Adrian, you obviously have our email address, sakuraquestfest@gmail.com. Send us a mailing address where we can send you your prize.
Just for verification, so you know this is all in the up and up.
And more French bulldogs, because I love them. There they are. But that's all we've got time for. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching, and check out the next episode. Yes.
Bye, Funimation Nation.
鏡の中眠たそうな目こすってそっぽ向いた前髪におはよう眩しい朝いい天気きっとね
A chupacabra's skin has to be moist to be correct.